I ain't seen that
We're
shit.
not even fucking around.
If Uncle Punch showed me 9 Gallant, I would assume I've been hacked.
Okay.
The only issue is that,
Can you only get like 4?
yeah,
It's 4, and then there's like bonk
Back-to-back frame perfect inputs. You get minus
bonk
4.
dash setups.
Like, even Zane misses. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I think there's like some like task level
What
setups
is
that
this?
give like
Kinda
Marth
just- kinda
insane
just-
Gallant,
just like
and
a
I don't really know
30.
else otherwise.
What,
Yeah.
what? It doesn't say what the. Is this 30 minutes? Is this 30 seconds?
Let's just
30
find out.
days? Yeah,
Let's find out.
Nope.
30 years. It was years.
Okay.
Bino, don't bully the stream. Bino's out here.
It's
bullying.
probably 30 seconds if it's a timeout.
It's seconds. It's seconds.
Okay, so this
See,
is
it's funny to time out someone for 30 seconds. Maybe even 30 minutes, but 30 days, months, or years, it's a little...
Yeah,
Excessive.
so never tune in again. Oh gosh. So like in this matchup, I feel like so everyone says traditionally or nowadays it's like Marth wins, but like Rishi himself like will say that this is one of the matchups that he has like a lot more like problems with, which is like extremely unusual given like what we just talked about. But I feel like a lot of that is because of like whoa wow that was incredible.
Yeah.
I feel like Rishi's like a really creative player and like looks for interesting stuff like what we just saw right there.
Yeah, Foxy just kind of got to do it to him.
Yeah, but sometimes like he gets a little bit too creative, I guess, and there's like that's how you like basically enter Marthritis, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because most Melee players kind of play by the book, so they have trouble playing losing matchups or like unusual matchups.
Yeah.
Because those are the matchups that they don't get as much experience in. Rishi has trouble playing winning matchups.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Well, because he's used to playing Marth Peach every day.
I
Which
guess
is not a bad matchup, but it's particular, right? Like,
Yeah.
Marth has to change his personality in almost every matchup.
Changes.
And Peach especially, like versus Peach.
That's fair. That's a really slow matchup if played like properly.
Yeah, like Marth's game plan on Peach and Sheik is like wildly different, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a little more similar in the Fox Falco. That's 2 characters where there's some overlap, but still.
Like you can't really just run up F smash and like either of those matchups.
Yeah.
But you sort of can versus like spaces, and that's what like
100%.
Mewtwo King did for like
That's
a long
the
time.
Mewtwo King, and legendarily, Aklo beat Rishi like a bunch of times in a row, years ago, but this is the way the story goes. And then Rishi, like, apparently, like, practiced the matchup, like, talked to people, all the good Marth players, all the good players of every character talk to each other, they practice with each other.
Gosh.
And then he was like, yeah, F Smash is broken in this matchup. And it really is.
Oh, he went so deep for that grab.
It's a gotcha pull. In neutral, it's just a straight up gotcha pull. It's like sometimes you're gonna, if you pick the right spot, you can just kill Fox for free.
Yep.
And if you do that once a set, that might be the margin you need.
Now, what I'm really curious about is if Aklo wins this, is he going to Link on FD? Oh,
And then, is Rishi gonna take out the monkey?
the DK?
The thing
Who
is, Link
it?
destroys DK. Interesting. Right.
Link destroys
Okay.
DK?
We'll see.
Just final word on this, because I want to actually commentate the set. Most characters can, in theory, get tons of frames. No one actually can do it, or if you can, you'll mess up more than it's worth it to do.
Yeah.
So just whatever, have your fun. Yeah, but anyway, similar to the F Smash idea, Marth is actually a very aggressive character versus Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And-
he can be.
Because he
You
can.
can't wait. Yeah. Fox
Yeah.
will eventually take what he wants.
And it's really interesting because I actually think Marth is the only character that can be aggressive versus Fox, even
Interesting.
compared to Falco.
That's interesting.
Well, I don't think she can be aggressive versus Fox, so like I'm not. That's
Yeah.
one more data point for you, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. The only character that even
What about like Falcon?
potentially could be is Falco and Falcon, and I don't think either of them really can be because I think both of them get walled out by up tilt too much.
Yep.
Fair
But
enough.
Marth can dash hands grab a Fox up tilt like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And that's incentivized because, again, if you dilly-dally in neutral, the Fox is just going to run in and do shit. Right.
The interesting thing is I
Yeah.
feel like I hear from a lot of Marths, though, like when they play against really good Foxes, like they feel like Fox is just extremely hard to hit.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
the
like true
thing.
for like every character. So even if you can play aggressive against it, it's still Fox.
Yeah.
For
and-
sure.
And Fox can punish Marth, right? Like, once you whiff something in neutral, once you throw that bad aerial out or whiff that grab that Fox was waiting for you to whiff, you're getting up thrown. And you're getting up aired.
For sure. And I think that's where the matchup gets really interesting, where it's like Fox is the best character at not getting hit,
Yeah.
He has probably the best defensive game in the game.
What an incredible
the
edge
best-
guard by Aklo, though.
That was weird.
That was like 3 reads.
Marth is the best character at hitting Fox, and they both have good punish games on each other.
Yeah.
It's a certified good matchup for us.
Chase, yep. Ooh, tricky.
The uninvolved third party.
Tricky Rishi stuff. Can F Smash just cover everything? I feel like F Smash would have just covered everything, right?
It's possible. You can get behind it. I like what Rishi did.
Okay.
I think that it was actually a little more. It was not like. It was like. It looked like it might have overcomplicated things, but I actually think it was less complicated than it seemed in a good way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he knew his flowchart there.
Yeah.
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 He
It was
knew
like-
F Smash was still there.
It was flowchart, but it was high level flowchart.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, even game again.
Weird how Aklo went back to Fod.
That's interesting. Yeah, no Dreamland, huh?
Oh, and another buffer.
Ooh, this could be. Oh, okay, let him
you
go.
get Tech chase. Yeah, the top platform makes the up air really like not great. Up the
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Now are we seeing wacky CPs?
I think there Rishi did want to land on stage, but just barely.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna be seeing some wacky CPs.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, I understand being bored as hell doing this from the Marth perspective, but I don't think it should. I don't know, look, I say should and shouldn't, but I predict Rishi will win, if I'm being honest.
Monkey.
Okay, the thing is, I feel like if you're like an old Melee head, this is like one of those things where people are like, yeah, Link, Marth actually isn't that bad. Like, that's what some people like will say.
That's a 2012 ass opinion.
This is not the counter. I mean, that was something, yeah, literally, this is also not the counter pick.
Yeah.
Marth's counter pick in this matchup is really Battlefield because it messes up Link's crackle.
Yeah, I feel like every Link will always say something like, yeah, Marth isn't that bad and Peach isn't that bad either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sold. I think Marth does really well against Young Link, and I think it's a lot of that transitions.
Fair enough.
I think Young Link probably, like, Link I think has the kill potential that Young Link doesn't, which makes Marth a lot more scared. But,
It's just, you know, when Marth is playing against a mid-tier, it's a fun is illegal kind of matchup, right? Any mid-tier is just like, you have to sit back and let them win the game for you, right?
Yeah.
You don't get to have fun anymore.
really, the no fun thing and the kill setups. I mean, killing, it's like, you know, having to kill Link at 167 is pretty bad.
Yeah, like I think
it's draining.
The thing people like talk about is like how this like aerial, this like projectile camping is like just really annoying for Marth, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard for Marth. Like I find the Samus matchup was one I was really good at when I played Falco, and now that I'm a Marth, I feel like Samus is just like even more unforgiving.
Yeah, but like right there, I guess you could. Rishi just sort of like didn't give Aklo a chance to do any of that.
Yeah. No, Marth in this matchup too, like you're seeing Rishi really knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
Marth's forward air is bigger than Link's forward air. It's bigger than Link's grab.
It's much
bigger
faster.
than Link's up B. Yeah, it's much faster. It's safe on shield.
And like I say,
It combos.
So Marth can play aggressive in this matchup.
Rishi is the king of the Marth Fair. He is the Marth Fair.
And Marth's fair is like broken in this matchup. So that's really why I said like I expect Rishi to not like look, I'm not saying he's never lost it, but also Marth's edge guards on Link are not as consistent as like Sheik's or Puffs, for example, but they're very good.
Okay, chat makes a good point here. Someone says Link is
Chat
such a
never makes a good point.
No,
but
this
continue.
person made a good point. He said, or they said, Link is such a brawl-ass character, and like Rishi plays all the Smash games.
Yep.
So I guess Rishi's just used to this.
Yeah, maybe it's just a play-the-player kind of situation where it's like Rishi is intimately familiar with Melee on a lot of
Rishi
levels.
got back from
I
that?
just think it's like
Marth recovery OD,
people
man.
used to say that DK did well against Marth. People used to say Ganon did well against Marth. I just don't believe it.
Wait, are they still saying Link? What's happening?
Yeah.
Let's find out. I do feel like that matchup is sort of like as Mega Man bossy as like Melee matchups go.
It really is. It's really a Mega Man boss.
So why can't we
matchup.
have that boss fight music?
And like when I first played a good Link player, I would lose, and he'd go like, "You lost because you're not good at adapting." Because if you were good at adapting, you'd be good at every low tier matchup because you wouldn't need to know the matchup. You could just adapt. And it's like, no, dude, that's such a Mega Man boss matchup. In fact, it's the opposite. In Melee, if you don't know what's going on because you've never played the character, how are you supposed to adapt if you don't actually know what's happening or why you're losing?
I feel like a
right?
lot.
Like, if you don't know that Link's grab can't grab you in the air. If you didn't know, do you guys know Link can move off the ledge faster than every other character?
I feel like people have this like idea of Melee where it's like this anime fight where like the main character figures out something key in the middle of the game, and that like never happens in like Melee. Like,
or real life.
Yeah.
So no fights work.
You don't
no one's hiding their real power.
No one's adapting like quite that fast, like usually at least. It's usually like something that you planned out beforehand and you're just like, okay, well, this is the situation for that.
Yeah, like I have counterplay that I implement middle of the game, but it's counterplay I have used before.
Yeah. It's not like I'm gonna try this completely freaking new thing. I think like the Smash documentary is sort of like
it's a narrative.
No, and if you talk to like every top player, I think Hacks once said to me, he said everything a top player does is pre-planned.
Yeah, exactly.
PP, when people were debating like, are best of threes, do they not matter because really they should be best of fives? PP was like, dude, like these habits are so ingrained, I don't know. I don't really think there's such a difference.
I don't feel like the adaptation is the big part of a best of five. It's just like literally more data points.
It's more consistency, yeah.
Yeah, just more games, more clear winner, right?
Yeah.
Those SDs don't matter as much. Those flubs don't matter as
I
much.
really would like a top player to pull up and be like, hey, you guys are completely wrong.
By the way, I feel obligated. We got, because Aklo's punish game, that game, incredible.
Yeah.
That was, if you're going to go to
Heck of a
Yoshi's, you have
talent.
to be able to do that. That was wild.
All right, Stadium.
Oh, God. Roy
happened now?
DK is so bad. It's like Roy's worst matchup.
Ugh. Yeah.
Okay.
Marth's DK is a strange beast, too. It's definitely a no fun allowed matchup.
God, Rishi's doing such weird things like they're neutral. That, I'm just gonna assume that wasn't intentional.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
He probably didn't want to run off there.
yeah, that or he just thought Rishi was going to go the other way.
Yep. So aggressive, just like running forward and holding down by Aklo.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice regrab. And the pivot.
Beautiful. Aklo has a good recovery position here.
Yep.
Yeah. Gets to ledge.
Yeah, he was able to like get to the ground.
All right.
Yeah, you could just let it rip sometimes.
Oh, it's so fun. It never gets old.
Yeah, like I think like the first thing people tell you like when you're playing Marth is like stop F smashing so much. And now it's like at the level where it's like, yeah, you can start F smashing again.
It's like how good artists know how to break the rules because they know the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, when you don't know the rules, you're like, F smashing is sick, your F smashes are going to suck. But once you gain an appreciation and come back around, then your F smashes are Galaxy Brain.
Yep.
It's funny because I actually think that people, like in the, in Melee, Spaceys are like, we're the cool characters and we make the reads. Because like Mango has like created that mentality, but like Spaceys are the two characters with the fastest options. If you have fast options, you don't need to make reads.
Yeah.
It's actually characters like Marth and Sheik and Puff and Falcon that need to make reads.
Okay, I feel like what people like misconstrue there is like slow character. Like, yeah, I agree, you're right. Slow characters have to make the reads, but like fast characters get to like choose to interact a bunch, and I think that's what people think is cool.
Yeah.
But it's lame. Because fast characters, they choose when to interact, but because they're the ones that get to choose, they can just choose to never interact if it doesn't look like it's going to be good for them, you know?
That is absolutely what happened to me in brackets today.
That's why Fox and Falco are fucking lame, but
We
whatever.
need a... Okay, it's so
Why
funny.
did I lose? I interacted too much.
No, that's like literally what Kanekar told me, like, because like they like switched game plans very much in games 2 and 3. And yeah, we talked about it a little bit afterwards. It was just like, interaction time is over. This is so funny because I feel like the Melee community at large has too many like spacey main commentaries, and this entire like couch is just like Mars and Sheiks, and we all like have low-key sort of spacey hate.
The mid-weights have taken over.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like being at Thanksgiving with a Republican relative. Do not interact. Do not interact. When they do their set play and start bringing up Tucker Carlson, just don't interact.
Dude, the last time that happened to me, like
Disengage.
as soon as they walked away, like the discussion just changes to everyone just complaining about Trump, and then the one person comes in, and then everyone stops.
Okay, tech chase time. They slide off that. Yeah, you have to slide off that every time, and Rishi has to be aware of that.
I thought Aklo was going to shine out a shield that side B.
Oh, I think he's dead. No.
Dude, do you think if Aklo up aired like from above Rishi, like did the falling single hit? No, but then would have been less damage.
Yeah, no, I don't think that
Wow,
would.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I felt like in that game, Aklo like just won a lot of scraps. Like a lot of scraps.
No, Aklo, I mean, the winning hit was a